Here we go, guys. We got new. I need some help. Let's get this RNG roll going. All right. Let the RNG guys go. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, let's get this hearing check, dude. 83%. Can we get it?
There it is again.
Oh, that's an 11, dude. All right.
As it has been
Easy.
since you came to the coast.
Super free.
The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other. But then, in the middle of it, something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Kim, do you hear that?
What are you talking about? Is this?
The old man's voice drowns in a sudden gust of wind. Well, it's not just, I've kind of always been that way. So I don't really play games any differently than I really ever would have, even if I didn't stream. I've expressed this before. I mean, before I started streaming, I was always caught up in very time-intensive careers, and, you know, I had a lot of other things, you know, that took up time. And if I played games, I wasn't able to often dive into the games that I love a lot, like this, you know, very story-rich kinds of games. It was things I could just pick up and put down really easily. But I don't necessarily play games any different than I ever would have, even if I wasn't streaming. This is the way I like to play games. That's why I do it this way. And I would say that, you know, I think that would be my advice for anybody that whether you're a content creator or not, if you enjoy video games, you should play it the way that you enjoy to play it, you know? Because that's what gaming's about. It's about having fun and doing it the way, you know, that's fun for you.
Your skin crawls.
Oh, crappers. Dude. No way! Put that light back over.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
So dope, dude! I was really hoping we would see one of these in this playthrough. That's insane. Unforgettable, dude. Yeah, hello. That's sick, man. Yo, come eat this guy. I'm afraid if we blink, it'll be gone.
What are you talking about?
Giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
He looks confused.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
There is, I see it! Or, I've finally gone insane. We were already insane, right? So let's just go with there is, I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
Pimp, can you see it?
I can see it.
4 simple words, thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane.
Dude.
But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence, its limbs long and slender.
So, Well, that's why we get along so well, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude. We're the perfect partnership, man. Good influence finally rubbed off on him. Yeah, dude.
Very careful.
The lieutenant whispers, then takes a step toward the giant arthropod. Go to it carefully. It may be dangerous. Oh, I hope it eats us. This would be so dope. It just like eats our head off or something, dude. It'd be insane. Like, sick, dude. What a way to end the game. You know? Hold on, dude. Can of raid? You mean a flamethrower, dude? That's what most people be thinking. Yeah, okay, gamer. Yeah. Most people be like, anybody got a flamethrower? That's like what I see literally every single time, dude, that I'm on Imager. Somebody will like post up like some post about a spider or something. It could be like the cutest little jumping spider. And one of the first comments will be like this gif of somebody with like a flamethrower. You know what I mean? Alright, hold on. No. Where are the, yeah, that'll work. Let's get that off too. Pose your shivers, okay. Yeah. Dude, I don't even... Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting ready to do, Lohal. Yeah, thanks, buddy. That's exactly what I was getting ready to do. Yeah, we're going to do a hard save right here. I'm wondering if I should, like, put the flashlight up or something, but...
Yes?
Okay. We're just gonna pursue this. I have not, like, save scummed in this game at all yet. This might be a case, though. We'll see.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
This is so wild, dude. Laid the pheromone on thick. I was wondering when that would ever come into play. Yeah, I'm afraid to do anything that might scare it off, really, so... Don't save your skill points, though? Yeah, okay. I was kind of thinking that this would probably be the point to go ahead and use those up if we needed to. I mean, we're good on electrochemistry, but I'm guessing there are going to be other checks, so...
You smell wrong.
Oh, okay, cool. Yo, Gibraltar, thanks, dude. It's forgiving, not out to screw you. Word. Okay. Whisper.
It is.
The lieutenant whispers behind you. You hear the familiar ring of his jacket and zipping slowly.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium.
No.
He begins to pull it open.
Don't do that,
Extremely
dude.
Carefully. It's the camera.
Are you sure you won't
We
scare it
need a
off?
photo. No one
No,
will believe us.
dude. No. Can you just pull one
From
through?
the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear. I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
It's afraid.
I
Stop.
won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
Yeah, if you didn't take the pheromones, it would be a 20. Yeah, a 20 check. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, stop fiddling with the camera, but does not put it down.
He's letting his pride get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Whisper. I don't want to scare it. I don't want to yell. That looks like yelling. Who cares what they think?
Understood. Of course.
Yeah, he says with a nod.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air, slowly.
I really want to know what 3 would do here. I don't want to screw this up either, but dude, I'm always so curious about these options. I've got to pursue this.
Nothing changes in the cyclical brain motion of the creature's limbs. They are porcelain white on the inside and reed-colored on the out.
This was so
White,
unexpected,
brown,
dude.
and striped. You are unsure if it is scared or not.
All right, here we go. Here's the roll. 2 gift subs if we fail this, okay? Because the only way we fail this is Snake Eyes, which is a 2. So 2 gifties.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
I literally don't even care about the picture. I know that earlier in the game we said that like this was this became like a deal to our character, right? Like to get in the books about being a cryptozoologist or whatever, finding one of these cryptids and everything, but we'll raise our hands
The
slowly.
insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you.
This is ultimately what I'm thinking. Can we turn the phasmid into a mount that we can ride around in the game? This is our mount, right? Who needs a motor car? Nobody needs an MC. You ride around on a phasmid. It's like...
Suddenly, there is silence.
Uh-oh.
No, stop. Be afraid.
Some alcohol and drugs on it. Get it offended. Oh, dude. Yikes. All right, chat, what do you think? Do we raise the other hand too or put our hand down? Half-Light says no, stop, be afraid. What do you guys think? Go. It's in chat. Leave it up to you. See what happens. Mmm. Mmm. All right. All right. Well, you guys said put the hand down, so put it down.
The invertebrate comes back to life, stridulating. Sets of complex eyes follow you, moving in tandem on either side of the insect's small head.
Well, let's see what 2 results in.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
That's not foam. Those are babies, dude, and it's going to insert those into us in a bad way. That's alien stuff, dude. All right, let's stand on our tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
Whisper to Kim and say it's foaming. Dude, it keeps getting right in our grill. Buddy, the foam, back off. I don't know if I trust the foam yet. Back off, dude.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
Lieutenant watches you apprehensively.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
Interesting.
Apricot blossoms, white blossoms erupting, a sensation like cold hands on your face.
Ooh. Alright, but now we've got another 97% check. Cool. So, again, if I roll snake eyes on this, that's the only way we lose. And if I do, I'll give out 2 gift subs, okay? Bruh, this is an alien. Exists too.
Tell me what he's like for you.
I tell you what will happen.
Then I will tell you what he's like for me.
What is Wonder Bar? What does that even mean? Like wonderful? Is that kind of the same thing? Wonderful? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was right. Cool, thanks, it's German? Word. Cool. Okay, thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. right, I mean, these are our options. For me, it's fire burning. For me, it's wonderful or wonderbar, or I'm ill. Guys, let's vote. Let's vote. Okay, here it is. It's in chat. Interesting. Right there at the last second, man. I like both of these answers. It's so tough, dude. I think we gotta go with the German. Options aren't showing up. Loha, are you on mobile? Are you on mobile? So let me say this. And if you want to let me know which way you were wanting to vote there, that's fine, and I'll just I'll add it in here. If you're on mobile, quite often Twitch integration doesn't work very well. So if you're on the mobile app anyways, usually what you'll need to do if you want to participate in Twitch integration, and this is across any game, Twitch integration is not very friendly with the mobile app. What you'll need to do to have a better experience. Okay, that's cool. That's what I was kind of thinking anyways. Thanks, buddy. If you want to have a better experience with being able to engage with Twitch integration on any kind of stream. Pinky, I think you already voted for ill, dude. Kappa, did you already vote once? And now you're... we're going to have to put this to another vote. On mobile, if you'll log into Twitch through a browser, Twitch integration usually works better. You haven't voted? Jesus. Pinky, dude. Just to make things tough. These mods, I'll tell you what. Bonk the mods, dude. Bonk the mods. I like both of these a lot. I think I'm gonna go with I'm ill actually. With everything we've seen from this character so far in the game, he seems like he might be a little bit ill. You know? Have a little bit of maybe some mental instability going on, some kinds of issues. I'm so interested in both of these though. This is what we're going to do. We're going to flip a coin. We're flipping a coin. Because I can't make it. I can't choose, dude. This is rough. Flip a coin, dude. Flip a coin, okay. Whoa. Not yet. I haven't even said which one's which yet, okay? So we're going to flip again. What? Oh, okay. That doesn't tell me a whole lot anyway, so... because we have a 50-50 here between chat. Heads will be wonderful. Tails will be ill, okay? So that's what we're going to go with, okay? Flipping now. Wonderful. There we go. Let's go.
Yes, holy is the Lord of hosts, and all the earth is filled with his glory. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist,
Rooted upon by us.
shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations, a swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms, all speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of another tunnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never ache.
Oh, dude, number 3 is the play. This game has had so many great dialogue options, dude. The flip is happening to me right now, man.
I don't know. You're just a shadow for me. Far away, faintly transmitted,
Oh, dude.
but for a curious smell.
I'm gonna go with 2.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass.
Yikes,
Eternal
dude.
damnation. Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
Our options are it's hell, I changed my mind, I want to be you. Or it was very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my crap together. I think I'm gonna go with 2.
That must be incredibly hard. The Arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you, so that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you. And when you fall, we will come to raise you up, bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
Wait, what? Oh, Volition? Oh, for real? Investigate the insect till it's no longer there. Just pump it up, pump up Volition. I mean, look, here's the deal. I'm okay with knowing that. Usually I would say, you know, no back, you know, try not to backseat and stuff like that. But it's cool. If this is, you know, 'cause I don't necessarily want to have to go back through this and everything, and it's cool if we just there's no other reason why we're going to need any more. I mean, the thing is, usually, I mean, so I will say, please be careful because I really, really do not like backseating, man. What I will usually do is ask players to let me play the game, let the community play the game. We'll put up votes, let people vote on stuff like in this kind of game. And if we don't get a cool line or whatever, then let me know afterwards and we can look it up or something like that. You know what I mean? But really, it's like I prefer to let playthroughs play out the way that they just naturally would without any kind of like interaction or knowledge about what might be coming, spoilers, things like that. Okay, so I do appreciate that knowledge and everything, but so knowing that, what I'm going to do is actually not put into volition now. Okay, because I would be playing this game normally without knowing. Yeah, and that's the way I like to play the games. So, had I not been streaming this game, had I not had that amount of information, I would not put into volition, and we will look it up if we don't make the check. Okay, we'll look up what the line could be and stuff like that. But I don't want this playthrough to be altered in a way where we would know what would be coming, and that would alter it from what it would have, the way it would have happened. So we're just going to move forward. But I do appreciate it, Loha. When you fall, we will come to raise you up, bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you, and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I am just a leaf eater.
Detective. Arriving. On the scene.
Interesting. Yeah, let's just wait, though, please. So, would it have happened, like, right then or something? Because I didn't see any kind of volition check. So, until we pass the point of where this potential line could happen at, please refrain. That's all I would ask. Okay. So would it have already happened? I mean, is that... So it literally is like a hidden check or something? What? Oh, okay. So yeah, it is a hidden check. Okay. So Inland Empire has Detective Espiriticor arriving, authority on the scene. Is this going to spoil anything moving forward? Or... So it is a hidden check. That's what all these were hidden checks, yeah. But we didn't get the volition one. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Lohal. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's cool. You can go ahead and let chat know, and myself. That's cool. Thanks. I am a detective.
So am I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
I was born to detect you.
Yes. No one detected me for such a long, long time. For thousands of years.
I do appreciate it, buddy.
Out of sight.
Appreciate it.
Trapped myself in greenery.
This is my
No
masterpiece.
one believed I exist. Almost no one. Until you came, detective. Dripping of blood that smells like strawberries. Across the
Yikers.
calm sea. The first in 1,000 years.
Is this a dream? What is happening?
You're awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Where does this come from? All this around us, the world.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
All we can do is beat our fists against it, day after day, with no answer.
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
I am really scared that you think our blood smells like strawberries now.
Wait, so
So you look like a reed and you eat reeds?
Yes, they don't mind.
Have you accidentally eaten another reed, Phasmid?
Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident.
Accidents happen. Religion says that the insects support you in honor of your will for staying sane in the face of absolute terror day after day, second by second. Oh, that's really cool, Lohao. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's really cool, man. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Very cool. Thanks, man. What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the insulated insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
Interesting. Yeah, look, I mean, I will say that this is one of the more incredible things that I've experienced since I started streaming last year is the fact there's so many people that have an incredible amount of knowledge about these games they love, and they come hang out whenever we play those games, and they're able to let us know about these really cool kinds of tidbits within the game, Easter eggs in the game, and things like that. So I really do appreciate that kind of information. I really do. I'm a really big. I mean, for the way I like to play games, I like for them to play out the way they would have played out had I not been streaming it. You know what I mean? That's a first. I don't know why. It's just a big deal to me. It just is.
it may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
Interesting.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Reverchol, district of Martinez, March 51.
Poisonous?
I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry. It is only destructive over long periods of time.
Interesting. Are you the miracle?
No. You are the miracle.
How?
The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while you are extreme, all-engulfing madness. A volatile senior nervous system, ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
Wait, the pill is human
It
made?
is a nervous shadow cast into the
Yeah.
world by you. eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
I don't have that kind of
You're a
power.
violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Worse how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
Oh, wow, dude. Intense. Yikers. I'm really interested in number 2. I want to blink and undo 12 billion years of matter expansion. It's either that or 4. I kind of want to see what this leads to.
Simian Butcher. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Hold on.
No. The
All right.
moral of our encounter, the pale
Yeah.
too came with you.
I don't have that kind of power. How?
It will be something like
Where's how?
everything your eyes touch.
Now let's see what this says.
Behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
I'll be extra careful not to blink, stick insect. Don't worry.
Please. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sign, and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
I am so glad Kim is here for this, dude. What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
He whispers. And I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
Jesus, Kim. The case is meaningless compared to this. I've totally transcended the
I
case.
think we should take the picture, and then you should do the
Oh, dude. Alright, I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts. That was all.
No, there is one more.
Yeah, we'll go with 4.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the working class.
What
You
woman?
cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And it.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. Oh, does it? Ruin is carrying a lot of weight there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the working class bit changes based on your ideology. Interesting. Uh, we'll just go with. I will.
She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Okay, Kim, take the picture. With a slow ring of metal, the lieutenant slides the lens open and raises it to eye level.
No change
This
in
is
the
so
expression
wild. I was not
once being
expecting this to happen at all.
Fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you.
I got it.
You hear the lieutenant's whisper as the creature's shape develops onto photo paper in his hand. A polychrome ghost of white streaks against the reeds in the sky, and you as a shadow before
For
it.
all time.
I really want to pet it, dude. Slowly reach out and touch the creature's
The
whisker.
antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the kiting curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than the other one.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
Lick your finger, dude. We're gonna start. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're already tripping, dude. But or I would be if Kim wasn't seeing the same thing. I don't know. Maybe we both got into some crap. Who knows? Dude, we have to. We have to lick our finger.
It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water.
Carefully pet its scythe-like forearm, and then our head gets cut off.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing.
Interesting.
Warning!
Dude, I can't
A
not.
small shudder passes the creature's arm. High above you, its black pearl eyes still glisten, mesmerized by the light passing its nervous system.
Alright, we got it.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Disengage slowly.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
That was so cool, dude. That was so cool.
And
wow.
Just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
It's gone.
The lieutenant looks north with his hand raised to his brow. You can walk on water.
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
What's that in the
Looks
reeds?
like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
What now?
What's this hand into the ash? It's dirty and
In
black.
some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
I was worried about this dude the whole
Our
time.
suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Oh no, it's the T500 helmet. Insane. And a rifle scope? And the passport. Interesting. Common 30mm sniper scope attachable to most any bolt-action 4.46 caliber. Uses an older style non-dotted range-finding reticle. Seaweed is still stuck on the lens and it suffered water damage from its time in the Phasmid's dowry. Check that out. This monstrous-looking bug-eyed ceramic helmet was in the Phasmid's nest. It still has some reeds sticking out of it, and it smells of seawater, but it's otherwise wearable, if not exactly comfortable. Putting it on feels scary somehow. Yeah, well, that's what I don't have all the pieces. I'm missing one. I'm missing the armor. Yeah. So that's what I assumed. I was actually hoping they would do that with a Fallen set as well, but it didn't work. I got the entire Fallen set. I put it all on. I was hoping there would be an achievement. There wasn't. And I'm guessing there's an achievement for having all the T500 stuff too, but I only have the gloves, the boots, and the helmet. So, we're not going to be able to get the achievement for it. Because I'm guessing there's an achievement for getting all the pieces. Because from the get-go in this game, really, there's a real aim at kind of finding these pieces, yeah. An interaction for having the entire phone set, really. Gary had it, really? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I missed something somewhere there then. Yeah, cool, thanks. Had a check, yeah, I probably felt it. Yep. Yeah, I mean, again, look, I mean, first playthrough, playing on hardcore, and not doing any kind of substance ingesting for boosting checks or anything. So I was assuming there's going to be a lot of stuff that we missed, but that's just the way it goes. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. But thanks, it's good to know. Should be an interaction for having the entire phone set. All right, hold on. Maybe I didn't go out of. Let me see this real quick. You mean just to like pop out of here with it all on? Is that what you're saying? And I probably didn't do that, is the problem. That's the entire set, right? Yeah, that's what I did.
Glorious fun
Yep.
here.
Thanks,
I'm
Pinky.
with
Thanks,
full
man.
set like a
I put it
true
all
born
on
hero.
just thinking that I would get like an achievement or whatever. I didn't think about there actually being something like this happen. It's like I can do
You are
anything.
literally untouchable. A god among
Yo, thanks, dude.
men.
Thanks.
Go on. The fucking sunset awaits, Phone Rider.
Interesting, dude. That's cool. Alright. That's pretty dope. I like that. What does this shirt do? Hand-eye? Yeah. I actually like those shoes too. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, dude, yeah. Alright, man, that was kind of wild.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
How could you not see the phasmid?
See.
Stares at the reeds of false silence.
Mr. Duras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking with fear and longing.
That should have been fear and loathing. Sorry, that's a great mood.
Like an addict of some terrible substance.
Put your hand in front of his
A
eyes.
light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem. Doesn't it, Mr. Duras?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What has happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
Uh-huh. Think it's the
Yes,
phasmid?
the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke? Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
Touche. Touche, me. Touche. Yeah. Well, that is going to be an inside joke for us forever, isn't it? He's addicted to that
Like
thing.
a drug?
He has displayed addictive addict behavior, not just
His
painkillers.
pupils appear to be dilated. They still are.
Examines the catatonic man's eyes.
It's not just chemical.
Yeah. Not infatuation. No, it's not that.
The man shudders lightly, his eyes swallowed up by their pupils.
Definitely toxic phasmid. It told me
Told
this.
you? Yes, good. During your long staring match, I understand.
Okay, Kim. Or when I evaluated his state, he seemed strangely
He
animated.
was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
Perhaps this animation is induced by something in the
It
phasmid.
does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
Takes off his glasses and cleans them. When he puts them back on, he's still staring at the sea. You couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds
That
for
could be
him.
part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross,
Touches the man's
No
shoulder.
response.
Maybe this is how the Phasmin has stayed hidden all these years?
then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yeah, you forget it's there.
Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds?
The old man
The
stutters.
doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse.
Been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it in its
He
company?
did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe.
He looked at his notebook.
I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
Found some things in the Phasmin's nest, Mr. Dross.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
The detached scope.
I lost.
You lost it, Mr.
He
Gross?
turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid.
Lieutenant observes the lens sparkle in your
This
hand.
sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor bee.
From the ceramic element.
Nothing. Just the last embers have gone out.
Yikers,
The war
dude.
is over.
Interesting.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
Go on the Orange's passport.
No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80. This is an old man, at last. No longer a tin soldier, but the broken down remains of a man.
Interesting.
Let's have a closer look at that after. I think I'll be more useful than him.
He nods towards the old man. I'm gonna let you rest now, Mr.
The
Dross.
plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched, and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Hold on. The return. You're supposed to return to the mainland. We also didn't look at passport yet. Well-traveled passport with visa stamped in it is issued by the Republic of Oranje. You found it in the Phasmid's nest on the island. You can open it for more details.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Yeah, she did tell us that that was her name eventually.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
Look at the photo.
It's Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow, an old photo, before life came and did what it does.
What was this doing in the Phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
I'm gonna go with 3. The Phasmid took it, and I sensed it do so. I saw something open up the buoy with spindly legs. Point to your
Like a
head.
magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual.
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your unusual methods.
Yeah, how could he
I can
not?
see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
Would it? Maybe it was simply curious.
Perhaps it was curious, like an
An
octopus.
octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect, it's a mollusk. But yes, I see your point.
It says Katarzyne, what is that? Elysium?
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Yeah, I
I
forgot
told you she
about
kept
that.
on lying to you.
Yeah.
She's probably lying to someone else right now. Another detective.
Who knows, dude? Sorry. Maybe this is her real passport, not a fake, because this is her real
No,
name.
she lied to us. Her so-called real name was not her real name. Somehow she's managed to lie to us about that too.
He almost smiles. What's her real name?
I don't know. But it was not Katarzyne Elysium, or Anouk Meyer-Smith, or Classier. Whoever she is, when we get back, I need to warn our holding cells. We need to double the security around her.
Alright, put it away. That was all we had. Right? That was all the new things that we got. Pretty sure. Yeah. I bet Kim could use a smoke right now, you know what I mean? Alright. The return, let's go. Interesting, dude. Wow. I was not expecting that. Crazy. This is not over either, I don't think. Let me see something real quick.
A dim golden glow. The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. A dim ambient orange.
See if you can color all the skills. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You talking about filling these in and stuff? What I was thinking was I would probably try to get one as high as I could. If that's what you're talking about. Putting skill points into like a lot of these or whatever. Or put one into each that doesn't have one right now. Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're probably meaning, right? Lohal? Put 1 point in all that don't have one. Is that what you mean? We could do that, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. Yeah. Yeah, just use them all. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'll do that. I mean, it's not a big deal at this point. I'll do a hard save real quick. Lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle, a dim ambient orange.
The dial slides under the dusty glass, dark and silent, despite the power being on.
Insular. This is...
Alright, we'd already done that. Okay. I wasn't sure if the lights being on were actually going to do anything. Do something real quick. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll just hard save it and we'll just throw some points around. Alright, Binky dude. Yeah, dude. Get some recharge, dude. Get some recharge. Alright, brother. Alright, dude. $20 past 4? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of our. I mean, we got community members from all over the world, you know, and but a lot of our community members are Europe, in a time zone that's about 7 hours ahead. We have a lot of community members that are about 7 hours ahead. Around that, 6 to 7, yeah. Of what my time is, so. Baguette, dude. The baguette revolution. What do I want to do here? We got 6. Endurance up. Shivers. How cool that works. To unlock a whole bunch of stuff we can go try. Well, a number anyways. I don't even know. I don't know that I'll even focus on that right now. I just kind of want to get the game finished up, so we'll just do that. We'll just go focus on... Wait, was there... Did this open this check up? What was this?
Serialized.
Oh, conceptualization. Whatever. I don't even care, dude. Let's go. I don't even care. At this point, I just want to go. Ireland! Sick, dude. I would love to visit Ireland. I mean, I want to go visit a lot of Europe at some point.
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
And what is ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army, the black and white army of the Revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like.
RCM. Sounds like RCM, Revolutionary Citizens Militia.
It does. The RCM
Why?
may descend from the ICM. It's
Interesting.
impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
A white star. Point to the star on the label.
An upside-down star.
With its horns in the sky. The symbol of the commune.
Are those specs stars
No,
too?
that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
Looks old. What's still doing it?
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
Alright, finished thought. Alright, what's this one? Warm air from the inside of the building. It's warmer there than out here. Okay. I mean, if I wanted to take more time, I could, you know, pursue a lot of these checks that we haven't completed yet. Stairs feel ancient. Soldiers' feet ran up them long ago. But I'm just gonna
The
push.
skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland.
We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet,
That was close, dude. I almost got an eyelash in my eye.
but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
Oh no, it's that
2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Alright, hold up. How we doing? Okay. No, whatever. Let's go. We're doing this.
Look what the tide brought him.
Interesting. RX partner. Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and he tilts his
What
head.
is that? Full Nacy? What's with all the performance gear? Are you back in high school?
No one else seems bothered by my fallen gear, idiot.
Bothered by it? Harry, you're a goddamn cop. They're afraid of you.
Yes, I am a GD cop. I am Hobo Cop!
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on.
Oh, get on your best drip? Yeah, is that what it is? That's why we got the fallen thing? It changes, huh? Like, if you have on the, all the armor stuff, he probably comments on all the armor gear. Is that what it is? Sorry, Loha, I didn't see that comment. Is that what it does?
Vic, calm down.
Forget about all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Are you
Hello,
evil?
I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Says you look like a Tin Tan. That's awesome, dude. I believe we met on several
I'm your
occasions.
goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Kumar. And this is your special...
No, my
consultant,
partner's Kim.
or what's left of it.
And you're an a-hole.
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his
As
confidence.
if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
Not the naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, Kim, you gotta have my back. Let's destroy them. I got to,
It's
dude.
good to meet you, Lieutenant.
Dude, they have so many good dialogue options in this game. She says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of smiles.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Alright, what's this
I
about?
really want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
How'd you know I was here?
Cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Turn your face in the general direction of the whirling and yell, "Dang you, cafeteria manager! You've betrayed me for the last time." I saved his establishment and still he betrays me.
Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of the building. It was on fire.
Caps, what's up? Yeah, I lit it on fire as poetic gesture.
I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trent? I told you it was our shit, kid.
Get wrecked,
The line
dude.
is from Lou Giaton's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghost the apparition of... Good choice, Harry.
Nice. All right, let's go.
Don't encourage him, Trent.
Okay.
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
I suspected something was off.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? Or maybe a short but close stint on the task force? He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
You! You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman?
Lieutenant, my name is not horse-faced woman. It's Julie.
Wait, Gabs, what are you gonna eat?
I was assigned to your unit.
Yo, we
2
had
minutes
corn,
ago. I thought we were
corned
friends.
beef last night. Oh, dude, so good. Eat some extra for me, okay? I love Thai food. Cool. You're right, Gabs. Maybe we'll see you later, okay? Enjoy that grub. My name is not Horse-Faced Woman. We're still friends. I just have a stupid head.
Okay. Because you're my commanding officer, I really want to respect you. I want us to have a normal relationship.
That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on earth. He's the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitivity training. And I hate sensitivity training.
Oh, couldn't tell that. So Trent Hiddleston turns out to be Special Consultant Trent Hiddleston.
Yes, I'm Trant Hiddleston. I never
Sorry,
said I wasn't
Hiddleston.
Trant Hiddleston.
Heidel. What are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
Duped again! No one's who they say they are.
Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardner, scab leader, this. Turn to Lieutenant. Tell me at least you are who you said you
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisolagi, still a lieutenant from Precinct
were.
57.
Knew we could count on Kim, dude.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
You mentioned the
Yeah,
task force.
Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Yeah, totally, I get it.
He doesn't remember.
See, he really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke. At least that's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry.
Shifts his weight, crosses his arms, and looks you in the
You
eye.
told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Why didn't you detect or die then?
Oh, you think it was cool, you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? We were trying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss.
And here we
None of
are.
us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. Like you told us to.
None of this is ringing any
The
bells.
bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Detect or die, a sound effect? Maybe, dude. Yeah, it's quite possible. Yeah, hold on. Detect or die. Yeah, I marked it. I'll see if I can go back and clip it at some point and make it into
Well,
a sound
he
effect.
doesn't have
Yeah.
visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. As displayed in a station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Interesting. There are a lot of good options here. I like either 5 or 6, actually. I'm a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. Or 6, something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism. Never really find out. Yeah, I think I'll probably go with 6.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
You should pistol whip this dude.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
Oh, for real? Oh, the 2mm hole? Yeah. Okay. That one was, I thought about that in the first place too, but...
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
The 2 cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the Next World mural. Those were recent. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
It gestures towards the scenery.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership now.
I don't want to be in their unit. I want to work with Kim. I definitely don't want to work with this asshole. Which one? This dude? This dude? Which one is it? Interesting. I wonder if it really would result in you being able to continue working with Kim. I doubt it, but...
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
I'm gonna punch
They
this
can
dude.
keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
Super hard.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Just stand there.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
The time had come. Tequila sunset.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila sunset. Not sunrise because you're almost dead. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me.
Oh, dude.
Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
What I do have is this futuristic armor. Clench your armored fist. Here's my thing. In our playthrough specifically, dude, we have not drank this whole time. We have not done drugs this whole time. We haven't even smoked a cigarette, right? We're solving this case. Has it been a bit unconventional? Maybe. But we're getting crap done. And this dude is just continuing to rip on us. Granted, there's probably a little bit of history here, right? But since we woke up, we've been doing all right.
We're not armor cops. We're cops. People don't know us by our armor. They know us by our badges. You called in and said you lost yours. Have you found it?
I was hoping it would let me punch him. Got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Oh no, dude, please let us hit this. Oh, this would be so good. Oh, we did it! That might be on the dot, dude. No, we were one up on it. Sick.
Not today, badge.
Not today, badge. Yeah. Hold my badge! Dude, I can't not go with this, okay? Gun will hold all my guns. If anything, I need more hands. Show him your 2 pistols and 2 rifles.
I don't care about your collection. You horny freak. Is one of them your service weapon? I only want to know about that one gun.
Yeah, I got that.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
Yo, random mode time, guys. Get it. Nice.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Nice sight. None of this matters. My odor situation, it's meaningless compared to what I've discovered.
Is that why the suspect shot herself in the head? Under the boardwalk? You went in drunk and intimidated her.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Nice, hello, Al. Nice. We were close to each other's. That's cool. A small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. She attacked us first, by the way. Like, what?
Sure, if it's part of your master plan. Along with the catatonic old lady with the police.
We failed that
tags.
check,
Let's not
unfortunately.
even
I
get
really
into
was
what
hoping we
all
would
this
get
means for the
that
ethics
check. But...
commission. Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
You're a humorous anecdote.
Compared to the 7
Idiot.
people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
I didn't see you doing anything.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Yeah, tell him,
Here
Kim.
comes the cavalry.
Yeah, baby.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Oh, yeah, where were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
He says in a lowered voice. Oh, good old Kim, dude.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
Brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and
He
coughs.
thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent
course.
the week with him on this case. What is your take
On the case?
on Lieutenant Yefretor Dubois?
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
Dude, that's cool.
See?
I didn't know that, like, this would actually come into play at the end game at all. Like, them addressing whether or not you've, done any drinking or anything. Interesting.
1 week.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At
Disco.
first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about
Disco.
20 times a day. It's worrying,
Disco.
especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He's even gotten involved in a highly theoretical underground reading group, which, again, for a police officer, is unusual. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I've seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke.
That was
which,
one of my
by the
favorite
way,
parts
I
of this
have to
game.
disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar. Was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Yeah, dude. We totally rocked that karaoke.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Rain comes down. He covers the glossy photo of the phasmid with his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
It's thick, dude.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
I can't, dude. Oh, God. Boom shakalaka, MFer.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
That boom shakalaka always reminds me of playing NBA Jam back when I was younger, dude. Boom shakalaka! When you go down for like a big old jam, dude, that would be the commentary sometimes in the game, you know. I loved it.
Detective?
Boom, boom, boom! Yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old
excuse
man
me.
was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it
This is
away.
a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
I also started a nightclub in the church. No big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah! I also started a nightclub in the church.
What was that? It
Let's
sounded
go.
like you set up a nightclub in the church.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some kids a solid, turned their lives
4
around.
kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
Phasmid was female, the reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It had gathered items in its nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Good know, actually.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs.
I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
It told me.
Mm-hmm. Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would
Correct.
just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation. Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds.
Yes. That would be a pheromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's?
Perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow, like an addict. Just a hunch, but
There are species of bees that, under the influence of pheromones, take wasp larvae to their hives. Ants do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any pheromones.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
he shakes his head.
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
Right. Conclude. It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it,
Shakes his head.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead, or no.
The killer Lilianovich Dross. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Revolutionary
The
mantra.
custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Prasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
I actually think there's there's truth to both 1 and 2. I mean, we know he had talked to Edgar and everything about all this stuff that went down, but we also know that he was like a bit smitten by the what was her name, Clage, or whatever her name was. So And we do know, like, I mean, he admitted to us that, like, whenever he killed the mercenary, it was about the fact that the mercenary didn't deserve her, whatever, you know? Which really, really comes off as jealousy, in my opinion. And we don't have anything else to necessarily back this up at this point. But it could prompt a further investigation, could it not? Yeah, I know. Yeah. It makes it difficult, is what it does. Yeah, but it's. I'm glad they did it that way. Yeah, and I think there's truth behind both. I'm gonna go with the more sound motive that we have right now, which is the jealousy part. Even though I think this still needs to be investigated further. Really, right now, what we have is like information from him that needs to, in my opinion, lead to further investigation into. I mean, he admitted that this is the thing, but
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years.
Probably should have gone with the second one.
70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
I don't care about Dora the Explorer, dude. I'm not completely satisfied with it. But I don't know there's any point in that.
Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop and you did a good job, with a lot of help from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. And none of this can hide the smell of booze on the wind.
Buttons' jacket.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
Previous head of the Dipodor Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
The lieutenant lowers his voice just a little.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
I also fixed the strike situation.
How? It seems to be ongoing. I see red banners on the gates.
He didn't quite solve it. He cross-pollinated information between the company rep and Evrard, until the rep came to see that the Union desires war, at which point Mrs. Messier decided to...
He shrugs.
What? Hand clear the terminal.
I masterminded a solution to an unsolvable problem. Superstar Cop!
Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul.
How do you know that, Al
It doesn't matter how I know about Al Ghul. What matters is, you're Everclear's messenger now. A union man, as he calls it. He's a mob boss, did you know? Is that why you want us to investigate the assassination of the previous union head thing? To get off Everett's hook?
No, it's nothing like that. He was reckless with information, but ethical. We don't owe anyone anything. This allowed us to stabilize things in Martinez.
God, calm down, Jean.
Yeah, come on, man.
Silence. Good. The man doesn't know what to say.
I wonder what the result here would have been had we like opened the door for him that he wanted us to do in the first place. Everett wanted us to open a door in the first place, and I was like, dude, I don't want to be in this guy's back pocket, so I didn't do it. You know. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
As you know, I
The
found
body
him.
was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I also looked into the mystery of the Doom commercial area.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is.
Rue de Saint Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it. The curse turned out to be possibly intraponetical, part of my larger investigation into Martinez itself.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of
Thanks,
course.
Kim.
Call it community outreach, right?
Absolutely.
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
Confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. This is probably not a good play. We gave some of those drugs to Kuno. Maybe I shouldn't go for this. We didn't turn these drugs in either. But we have them. Can we turn them in now? Confiscated drugs from Kuno's
Who's
dad.
Kuno?
You don't want to know.
No doubt.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright.
No,
At
I
this
didn't,
point,
dude, I have 'em.
anything is but the drink.
I have the drugs. Let me turn them in. Look, I got them, dude. I didn't do them. So what do you say? You want to take me back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
He shrugs.
So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Quick
You
nod.
haven't been drinking, she thinks. So, maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
We are an asset.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
He's lying.
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore.
It should have said, "You're a wizard, Harry." Dude, that would have been perfect. Who are you? You're a wizard, Harry. That would have been perfect.
Before you
before?
were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around,
The
jumping,
bicep
the
girth,
bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair,
the collection of fallen sportswear I've
the fact
amassed.
that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is.
Yeah, we do.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
When was this? When was I a gym
In your
teacher?
20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then.
They'll kick your ass. You said in Curon I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in school. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
Probably more like a gym teacher that was high at school.
The smell of sweat,
You know?
and dew, the warm
I'm not wrong.
floorboards.
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why
Thanks,
you're
I.
so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why did I join the
You're
RCM then?
regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries.
There was an
and
attempt, yeah.
incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I make a lot of attempts. Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
That's awesome. Why am I like
It's
this?
not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
What's your name, Dora?
Yeah. Dora Engelund, I think.
Not Dora Dubois.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
What was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years?
Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one.
Apparently.
A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Figures.
Extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Heartbreak, Welkin. Pain, Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
The sun's about to go down at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, what?
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
It's literally about to hit 1 o'clock in the morning in game.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
Precinct 41, what kind of station is it?
Us. With the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? With the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You're just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big. Which is why we need to...
Tilts his head northward.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the sea wing. It's not good.
Torsen McLean.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
And the sea wing is?
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
You're a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved.
Your
Not
mom
only
told me.
Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
And Price
Stephen
is?
Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance? Point to the church.
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why do we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit chair right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast. Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the Bloody Murder Station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasma, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113
Let's go.
Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
Zoologist, she lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasma.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
I was thinking the same thing, bro. I was thinking the same thing, dude. Yeah.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon.
Absolutely.
Watch out or she'll faint.
Because she was starting to lose faith in the fact that she actually saw one as a child, you know? They'd been searching for it for a long time, and she was really starting to doubt herself over all these years of not finding it. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now? Come to Precinct 41, dude. Let's start our own task force. Let's start our own department. Me and Kim, dude.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
Takes a look around into the deepening shadows of the streets, then pulls up his collar.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the Debardeurs strike in Terminal B. Among representatives of every industry in Coal City, you read.
Station 41.
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
Investigate. Come work in Precinct 41, dude. Come be my partner, bro.
Work with Price?
Oh,
I'm
idiot.
flattered, but I don't know if I...
Me!
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
And we are a great team, as opposed to this guy, which is a complete asshole. Okay, so me and you, partners for life.
I do like the sound of that.
Nice, dude! We recruited Detective Kim Kitsuragi! dope, dude. Let's go. Check that out. That's awesome. Oh, we apologized 10 times. Got so close. Literally the sorriest cop on earth. Sick. All right, I'm ready.
Good.
She looks at you, then Vigmoire.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the night sky, the great district sleeps. A black chessboard of old wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, atop the motorway, to Boogie Street, forking into the darkened horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's
Oh
time.
my god, dude.
Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a bald
Perfect, dude.
It's
Dick Mullen
Dibley's office,
Yemdahl?
and the curtains are drawn.
Absolutely.
Harry's our man. He'll pull through.
It just goes,
When he does,
ha!
he'll side with the
He doesn't even
people.
say yes or anything.
Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
And then tips his fedora.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Alright. Dude, I loved Kim. He was like that. There's no way we would have gotten this done without Kim. There's no way. Martin Hayes, you've been pleased. Kim kept us level-headed enough. You know what I mean? He's like the perfect partner for us. Because he's open to ideas, right? But he's also more level-headed than we are. So he doesn't just like blow everything off that we're doing because we're very unconventional, yeah? Kim was great. True Detective, baby, yo! Woo! Let's go! Sick, dude. Yo, what a great game, man. What a great game. I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. And I picked this up a number of months back and kind of had told the entire community that the next CRPG, long story-rich CRPG style choices matter type of game we were going to play was going to be this. I'm glad that we finally got to it. This was a cool game for us to transition to after Scaretober. Scaretober was awesome. And this was a really nice segue into something different. You know, I mean, we played just horror games all month last month, which was awesome. Most of those titles were awesome anyways. But this is just something completely different. And again, let me just start off by saying that even before I played this game, I was well aware that there are some issues going on right now with what the potential future is of the Disco Elysium franchise, this universe, who's going to own the rights to it, and what could potentially come, you know? because the main developers, we're talking about writers, artists, things like that, the main creative minds behind this title are no longer part of the EA, is it EAUM? That's the dev, right? They're no longer part of that dev company. There's some significant stuff that has come out about those individuals being let go, fired, basically. And there's a lot of different information out there about what the circumstances are surrounding this particular situation. Those initial developers, which are the ones that created this universe as well, are trying to get the rights back to this game, even though they're no longer part of that development company. And we'll see what happens moving forward. I'm very, very hopeful, because this was an amazing experience. I think that even if we don't get Disco Elysium moving forward, they'll come up with something else that is great, because this is an amazing experience. And I can see the absolutely incredible potential of replayability in a title like this. Look, I talk about it quite often. For me specifically, in the games that I play, the games that I tend to rate very, very highly have a lot of things that are done very, very well. Sound effects, music, writing, voice acting, those kinds of things. Real polished gameplay, very few bugs, things like that. And this is one of those titles. It was done very, very well. I had a few bugs with thoughts not rocking unlocks of checks like they were supposed to, but that was about the extent of it, the things that I found that didn't work very well. I think that the fast travel system could have been better. It's a bit, towards the last half of the game, it's a bit monotonous, trudging around when you don't need to. And the fact that they want you to be in specific locations to fast travel and stuff, it just doesn't make much sense when the only way time moves forward anyways is if you're interacting with dialogue. So there are little things like that for me, I felt like didn't make much sense, but the glass was half full. At least there was a fast travel system. It could have been worse. All in all, fantastic, amazing experience. And I'm talking drama, thrills, laughs, tragedy, the feels, dude, sadness, mystery. You go through this is a roller coaster ride, and it's different. I've never really played this type of game without having it also be a combat focused title, and it worked out very well. And again, I can see this being a title that people would very, very, very much want to replay because of the different ways you can go about addressing playthroughs of this game. Again, for us, it just kind of worked out. I played it on hardcore. This is our first playthrough. Played on hardcore. I didn't know exactly what that was going to mean, but I tend to play my games on a harder difficulty, if not the hardest. And that's about the only thing you can put on yourself. There aren't necessarily difficulty settings in the game. There's just hardcore or not hardcore, right? And so I went with hardcore, and I kind of gave myself another handicap in the game by not using any kind of buffs from drugs or alcohol or cigarettes or things like that. And we got through it. So I can highly, highly, highly recommend this title to anybody that is into story-rich games, choices matter, that kind of genre, anything up that alley. It's a safe bet you'll enjoy this. Pretty safe bet. So, I don't know. I always let credits roll. Credit where credit is due. A lot of amazingly talented people that have brought a fantastic experience to us for us to immerse ourselves in. I mean, we spent 14 days in this title, you know, and so big shout out to everybody that was part of the development of this game, creating such an amazing experience, and one that is going to be absolutely unforgettable for me. I don't see myself. I'm not somebody that tends to replay games. I just always have so many other new titles. There are always so many other new titles that I want to get to. But I am very, very, very hopeful to see something new from the brilliant minds that brought us this specific title. Absolutely. So, I don't know. I guess on that note, what I would say is, ultimately, the biggest thanks I could give would be to the people that are part of this community. Everybody that comes here on the constant helps create such an amazing place for everybody to be a part of, but also for me to have such a great time doing what I love to do every single day. You mean an enormous amount to me, and I love sharing these experiences with all of you guys. So, thank you very much, sincerely. Again, amazing game, highly recommend, and it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare that I come across a game that I'm pretty critical. That music, I know. I'm pretty critical of games. I am. I know that. So, but I try my very best to give the, here's that music back again. There you go. I try my very best. Anytime I finish a game, I try my very best to give a pretty concise, thorough feedback on and review of what I find to be both the pros and cons of a game. And there is very, very, very little that I can say, and they're kind of minor things about what could have been done better with this title. It's amazing. A lot of fun. Highly recommend. You should go check it out. That's my advice. If this is something that it looks interesting to you and is kind of along with some of those genres of games that you tend to play, I highly recommend checking it out. And I don't know. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. We'll move on. We'll keep gaming for a little bit today. We're gonna go try out some Evil Dead stuff. But this has been an amazing experience. Thank you all again very much for everybody that's part of this community, for being a part of this all the time, and for being a part of this playthrough. I'll go ahead and just sum this up so we can segue into our next game, okay? But I'll say anybody that's checking out this content as a VOD later on the Twitch channel or on YouTube, see what you can do about coming hanging out with myself and the rest of this community whenever we go live at 6 a.m. CST every single day. We start off all of our streams with a video gaming news segment, and then we go into whatever gameplay we have slated for the rest of the day. Quite often it'll be lengthy playthroughs like you've seen here with Disco Elysium, okay? Other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. We'll catch everybody for tomorrow's edition of the news, and probably just some more trying out of Evil Dead. Cool. What a banger, dude. Now I gotta shave though. unless you guys want me to keep this. Now I gotta shave, dude. What a game. What a game, dude. That is a banger, dude. I love this song.